Hi folks, back out again. It's been a wee while, must be a couple of months, but that's just due to weather and other things when I've been home from offshore. But we're out now and I'm back at the Cairngorms and I'm going to do a 22-mile circuit taking in 4 Munros. So the plan is to get up to Beinn tonight, hopefully. I've still got about 3 hours daylight, hopefully get a summit camp up there. Then tomorrow do the next 3 Munros, so I'm possibly going to be out for 2 nights. So it should be a good trip, so stay tuned. We're 5 miles in now, been on the go for a couple of hours, and we've left the Land Rover track and we're now on the hill path, which is quite good. So we'll carry on and see you further along. Absolutely freezing. My trousers are a wee bit wet, they should dry out, so they're nice and lightweight. But I read about that, but I thought I might have got across it. Sealskin socks saves the feet getting wet, literally. So I'm 8 miles in now, and this is where we're heading up here, the brow of this hill. That's the start of Beinn. So that I can follow the path right round into the Beinn. I'm just going to go up this hill here, and I'll probably not reach the summit, but that's a top there, so maybe just camp on there for tonight. So I better get a move on. I've only got about an hour left of daylight. So I'm just going to call it a day here. I failed to reach the summit, it's still a couple of kilometres away and it's nearly dark now. So I'm going to pitch a tent here. I'm at 860 metres up the hillside, so there's still a fair bit to go. But I'll camp here and I can get to the Munro in the morning. So I've got 2 days to go anyway. So I'm going to get pitched up before it gets dark. That's me all set up. We're back in the Hilleberg Soulo tonight again. That's a perfect tent for up this neck of the woods. But it's not the ideal pitch, it's quite a slope. But I'll do tonight. Like I said, I kind of cut it fine for trying to get to the top of Beinn. It's quite a distance. Tonight's setup is the Pipe Dream 600 sleeping bag. That's made by Alpkit. And I've got the Neo Air X-Lite Thermarest mat, and I've got a folio mat underneath, and I've got a Trekmate's pillow up the back end there. As you can see, my rucksack's tucked away in that corner, so it makes a lot more room for that little vestibule in the Solo. So I'm going to get some tea on. That's the kettle on. There's a boil. For tea tonight, it's Summit Tea again, the chicken tikka with rice. This one used to be my favourite, still like it, but I prefer the beef stew and tomatoes now. Perfect. Always buy the bigger bags. It's a lot more, I think the smaller bags, there's not enough in them. Well, it's quite eventful today. I thought I was going to have to change my plans because when I got up to the Linn of I was wanting to go to the Linn of Quoich That's the way I know around to there. The Linn of the road was shut. So I thought I was going to have to change plans, but then I seen a diversion. You actually get through Mar Lodge Estate, which I didn't know. So it held me back for about an hour probably. So that's one of the reasons I've struggled to get to the top. But I'm not too worried about that anyway. Tomorrow we'll go to the top of this one, then go to the top of the next one. Maybe do another camp, then do the other two on Saturday. Then walk out. We'll see how it goes. It's turned out a really nice night. There's loads of stars out. It was kind of overcast most of the day, but it's cleared up now. In the morning I've got a good view. I'm looking over to Loch Nagar. And behind me is the south top of one of the Munros I'm going to do, which is Beinn. These are all the high mountains. That's just after 9 o'clock, guys. So today's stats, I done 8.9 miles. I think it was 4.5 hours. And I'm camped at just about 2,800 feet. Just short of the summit. A wee bit to go yet. But enjoy the day. It's a really nice night out there as well, but my feet were too cold for messing about, so I've decided just to lie inside the tent, inside my bag. So I'm going to call it a night, guys, and I'll see you in the morning. Okay? Cheers. Good morning. 6 AM. Well, I had a good sleep. Can't complain at that. But outside there's a big bank of cloud, so I'm just going to have a lazy start to the day and pack up about 8 o'clock. There's quite a bit of condensation in the tent, so I'm going to see if that can dry off a wee bit before I go. And we've done about 9 miles of the route, so still 13 miles to do. So hopefully do the 4 Munros today and leave the walk out to tomorrow morning. And hopefully I've got a decent day again. Weather-wise, it was quite nice yesterday, a bit overcast, but very mild. And through the night in the tent, it was quite mild as well. There was no wind, so like I said, I've slept quite well. So I can't complain at that. So I'm going to lie about, get up at 8 o'clock, and then I'll get packed up. For breakfast this morning, it's morning oats with raspberries, the summit to eat, and a Snickers bar. That should keep me going for a wee while. Kettle's on, it's nearly at the boil. There's a pitch that's looking onto the south top of bhuird. That's the second Munro of the day. I've just got my sleeping bag out, my sleeping pad out just to air it off. The toolbox and the sleeping bag was a wee bit damp with the condensation this morning. But what a stunning morning, there's not a breath of wind. But I think it must have dropped down to about freezing last night, because I'm just looking round here at my walking poles. They're all covered in frost. And my ice axe. That's the tent all dry now. So I'll get this down and get ready to go. Everything else is packed away. The only thing to go is the tent and the foil mat. So there's a look back down the Glen Quoich. That's where we came up from yesterday. That's everything packed away, guys. So that's us on the move. That's looking nice over there. You can just see the south top come up through that cloud, that wee bank of cloud. So hopefully the top stay clear today. I think it's supposed to be about 90% cloud free, so that's really, really good. And very light winds, so it's going to be a perfect day. Wee panoramic, folks. What a stunning morning. But I tell you, that was hard work there, coming up that steep flank. So that's me at 1,060 metres high. So I've still got about another 100 metres of ascent to do, 110 I think. And I had the pleasure of seeing a golden eagle as well, but the time I got my phone out it was too late, usual. I don't know if you can see that in the GoPro, but just there, an avalanche just happened. Must have been one of the big cornices just overhanging, it's just dropped, but I went to hear the rumble. That's the first I've heard that. That's me at the first top. This is 1,089 metres high. I'll swing you around. I'll show you where we're going. Well, that's where we're going there. That big tor, you call them. That big rock formation. That's the top of Beinn. So this will be the first Munro of the day. Just check this out, guys. Absolutely stunning. Not a breath of wind. This is where I would like to have camped last night, but time was against me. Nice one. A water source. Can take a good drink now and fill up my bottle. Not long to go now. It's just after that tor there, then it's the next one. So there's the target there. What I've done now, I've reached the path we're going to be in a bhuird. So I'll just leave the bag here and I'll go up and do the scramble onto this. I think it's a mild scramble, nothing too serious. That's us ready for the scramble, guys. Probably get up through here, then up. That's the highest top there, right at the end. That's me at the top, guys, top of the first Munro. So from camp, that's been 2.5 miles, so basically it's 11 miles into this Munro, which is quite a distance. So, but what a stunning day. Very little wind, just a light breeze. It must be about 1 mile an hour if it is that. But just check this out. Just check this out, guys. That's where we're heading next. Up to Beinn. So I'm going to get back down off of here and we'll start making ways. Down in one piece. That was the route there, up through there and right up onto there, then back down again. So I'll go and get the bag and on we go. There's the route down. You down this here and then back up, and where you see that mound up there where my stick is, I'm sure that's the next Munro top. Beinn. The north top's the highest top, so that'll be the Munro. But this area here is called the Snake. So it doesn't look too bad. I thought it was going to be worse than that. Have a look in this quarry. Just come up that snow patch there. No need for crampons. It was quite steep, but the snow was soft enough, and somebody had come down that way. So it's basically steps on the way up. There's where we came from. And you can see the tor of Beinn where we were up maybe about an hour ago. We've just reached the first top there, but the Munro top, the Munro summit is up there at the corner, just on the angle of the quarry. I can actually see two guys in front of me just now, but I've still got a fair wee bit to go before I get to the second Munro. Been a bhuird. That's 4 hours on the go. That's the second Munro. I'll tell you something, I'm feeling it this in this snow. So I'm just going to have a think about what I'm going to do. I'm unsure if I'm going to do the other 2 Munros or maybe head off of here down over the south top. I'll have a think about it. But what a day to be out, honestly. What a day. So you can see where I was the last time I was out with Eddie. That's Beinn over there. Then when you swing round, that was the last Munro I done there, Derry Cairngorms. And up there just to the right of that you've got Beinn, the second highest in Britain. And when you come just to the left of that, you can see Cairngorms and you can see Angel's Peak just peeking through. Absolutely stunning. But my bag's very heavy, and what I'm going to do is just head off the hill. Just going to make my way down. It's just too heavy. So there's the south top. As you can see, all the cornices are overhanging now. They're just ready to break off. Seen one go this morning. give you a panoramic round. And there's the hill. The start of Beinn, that's the first top. We were up this morning and I camped halfway up that hill. That's where I camped last night. I'll swing you around. And you can see there, that's just all ready to collapse. I'm just going to head off the hill. This pack, I'm really feeling it now. It's really heavy, and plus I've done about 4 or 5 miles in the snow, which isn't helping at all. So I'm going to make my way down and off the hill, and I'll see you further down, okay? So I've made good progress. I've come right down off that ridge there, right down. You can see the path going all the way down through here. It's bypassing this hill to my left. That's not the Munro there, you can just see through the gap there's a wee ledge. That's another hill again. It's a massive walk, this. This here is the south top of Bhuird. So it's a really big hill there. Not to be taken lightly. So I'll carry on down the glen. That's me almost at Glen Quoich again. You can see the road where I've got to walk. There's maybe about 5 miles or so, probably about 6 from here. So I'm just a bit off the hill. So what I'm going to do here is end the video. I hope you enjoyed that one, and if you did like it, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. So I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers and thanks for watching.